Hello everyone, welcome guys, welcome. Hope everyone had a great trading day today. Welcome guys, welcome. We were hoping the market would have a nice update today, right? And start testing some of these resistance levels, but it did not, right? It kind of gapped down this morning, but finished on the Dow 17 points up. Nasdaq was down a lot, guys. So Nasdaq was down 200. Let me show you guys here. All right, so Nasdaq was down 277 points down. S&P slightly down. All right, we were hoping the S&P would get to that resistance up here, but it closed down, not by a lot. IWM finished down. I think it says down here, but I think it finished up, the IWM. And the Dow, like I said, finished up. Nasdaq perhaps got hit the worst there. The VIX is at 1863, so we are still below 20 on the VIX. And that's the 60-minute time frame. So we are still consolidating, guys. We've brought out the 60-minute time frame. This is how desperate we are. Right? Whenever we try to get as accurate as this, using 60-minute on these indexes, that means we're consolidating pretty tightly. All right? But we're hoping for a breakout. All right? So on the 60-minute on the S&P, all right, we've been consolidating, guys. Even on the 60-minute, we're going all the way back to fourth quarter of last year, where we've been consolidating. All right, so on all of these indexes, we've been consolidating for a long time now. All right, but we are hoping to get past resistance here on the S&P, breakthrough here. So we need to get past S&P 7,000. On the Dow, we're still looking at that 50,000 mark on the Dow. We're only 500 points away from a Dow 50,000. So that can happen in one day, guys. So we're still holding tight. No buy signal. So we're not calling a buy signal in equities, but we are still, we still have some hope that this market will move higher. We're still in the season, in the buying season for equities, okay? So the major concern will not start until about May, June, July, August, September. All right. Last April, we had a correction. All right, from February to April. Right now, it doesn't look like that's happening. They're holding support fairly well. Okay. On the 60-minute is what we have here. On the 240, we holding as also. All right. On the 240, we're holding firm. On the S&P, on the Dow, we are holding firm, but a lot of consolidation. You guys can see that there. Consolidation. On the IWM, a lot of consolidation in here, going back all the way to last year, guys. All right, and here's the Nasdaq. Consolidation, but also trading their support levels. That's on the 240. On the daily, all right, still consolidating, but looks better on the daily time frame here. On the S&P, guys, we're not far from that resistance line to break out on the S&P. All right, we do not have a buy signal on the daily. Here is the Nasdaq. All right, again, not too far on the Nasdaq. To break resistance to get a buy signal. We currently have a buy signal on the Dow, right? And currently buy signal on the IWM. All right. On the daily time frame, IWM looks the best right here. Okay. All right. We'll go, guys, for about 30 minutes here. So we'll do just the we might go longer. We'll see how long this takes. Okay. In the futures market, we've got the Dow right now is down 278 points down in the futures market. All right, the Dow E-mini. Nasdaq 89. Russell 23. S&P 27. We'll see if this change overnight. Um, the dollar is slightly up. Okay, still stuck within its range here. So most of these markets, guys, are kind of stuck in their range. Technology, uh, as a sell signal holding its trend line, white candle here. All right, we do need the tech sector to get above resistance here to really get going. We've added semiconductor. All right, so the SMH was doing well, broke resistance. We got a buy signal here, retraced today. All right, the healthcare holding for now. Biotech holding for now. All right, recaptured that trend line there. Financials having some trouble there, guys. It's in the markdown phase. Consumer discretionary, markdown phase. Consumer staples still holding firm. Bringing our trend line here. Basic materials holding firm. Communication services, no buy signal there. Energy holding firm. Nicely done here, energy. So commodities are moving. Industrials too. Utilities. So we have, these are the markets that are moving. And that's not our typical markets. All right. Emerging markets, so international. Look at that. Industrial. Industrial is moving up as well. Reaccumulation trade there. All righty. Let's see here. Telecom, home construction, telecom. All righty. Forex. Let's see here. Nothing here. All right, so we're getting consolidation, guys. We're about almost 50% consolidation on the daily time frame in Forex. So be careful. All right, we've got about 65% consolidation on the 240 and about about 50% consolidation on the 60-minute. All right, so just be careful. Things are consolidating a bit. All right, they're consolidating a bit there. No real direction. You might find some opportunities in the Aussie pairs, but guys, it's just a complete mess there. Okay, so just be careful. Not a lot of good price action here. Markets are not cooperating. Let's take a quick look at the alerts, current alerts. All righty. All right, so Aussie dollar, Aussie New Zealand, Aussie Swiss, Aussie CAD. So you might find some opportunities there in the Aussie pairs. Some of the yen pairs, but they've some of them have pulled back. So just be careful. ZAR yen has a buy signal. Dollar yen, SGD, New Zealand yen, but you can see they're pulling back. Okay, so we need a bounce. Okay. Aussie yen has a good trade going there. Be careful with the dollar pairs, guys. If you guys look here, these are all the dollar pairs. Lots of consolidation. Okay. Euro pairs, same, lots of consolidation. And the pound pairs as well. Okay, so very few opportunities right now. Okay. The Mag 7s, Tesla has a sell signal, still has a sell signal. I think I finally fixed that weekly time frame, moved it to daily. Nvidia gave a buy signal, had earnings come out. Earnings was good, right? But guess what? It closed down, guys. We were hoping for Nvidia. That certainly would have helped the market. Right? We're hoping for it to break through today after all that good data that came out. But it failed, right? It closed yesterday at 195, closed today at 180, 184 or so. So a 10 points drop there. But it's still holding. We'll see what happens tomorrow, Friday. I keep thinking this is Friday. Feels like a Friday. All right, Microsoft, still in the markdown phase, guys. Nothing going on there. Meta, white candles there. Google, sell signal there. Amazon, sell signal. So we do need these Mag 7s to shape up. Okay. Apple, holding its buy signal. Had some red candles here. But if it breaks the resistance, we need a break and close. We might call that buy signal there. And the mags, nothing there. Okay. All right. Top 50 stocks. Let's take a look. So these are basic materials. Not bad. Keep an eye on technology. I know that the NAS isn't doing well, but that semis are doing well. Okay. Semis are doing well. Big picture. And all we'll do this evening, guys, is we'll go through just the indexes, the markets, not the systems. We don't have much going on with the systems. So we'll save that for next week. We will go live in the market tomorrow. We'll trade live from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Okay. So things are slow, guys. Things are slow. So down on the daily time frame we're holding, guys. We need to get to that over that 50,000 here. We need to break through that right here. All right, to get this market going. That's the Dow on the daily. Dow on the weekly continue to look good, healthy. Dow on the monthly. S&P on the daily. All right, so pull back a bit today, but held. Right, we need a breakthrough on the S&P. Break that 7,000. So remember, Dow 50,000 is what we need to break. S&P, we need to break the 7,000 mark to really get going. We need to break and hold above that, close above 7,000. S&P on the weekly, holding. S&P on the monthly, holding as well. Our stock boss traders, bullmaster traders, trade your individual positions, but be careful. On the NASDAQ, we held support. We had a red candle here. Let's see if we can start moving higher. On the NASDAQ, we need to get above 24,000 even to get going. All right. So remember these numbers: Dow 50,000, S&P 7,000, NASDAQ 24,000. Okay. NASDAQ on the weekly holding well. NASDAQ on the monthly holdings. Overall trends on these indexes are still very long, very bullish. All right, IWM, the Russell looks good. All right, buy signal here, slowly moving higher. Isn't perfect. All right, so, but got green candles here. All right, moved up from the trend line here and looks to get to that resistance area here. So IWM, one of the better looking indexes there. Russell on the weekly looks good. Russell on the monthly looks good as well. Be careful shorting this market. All right, QQQ, spiders here. No shorts yet. Bitcoin, let's take a look. All right, Bitcoin is at 67, guys. Right, 67. Try to make a move here. It's been trying. Keeps coming down. Just remember, we have a low here at 60,000. And then at 50,000, we have a low here. And then support at 50,000 right here. Okay. All righty. Weekly time frame on Bitcoin right here. And then monthly time frame. We've been talking about this monthly time frame and this red candle here. Okay. So we said if Bitcoin closes the month on this red candle, that's going to be a major concern, and looks like we will, unless we have a crazy amount of buy-in tomorrow. Otherwise, it should close red, and that's not a good sign. All right, so we're going to do this. So we should close with a red candle for the month. Okay. On Bitcoin. So we're going to put this right here. And we're making lower highs, lower lows, guys. We are moving lower. The support level is on the monthly time frame. That red candle is a big deal. So here is where we've got support at 30,000. Now, when we look at it on the monthly time frame, it doesn't look very far, does it? All right. The new month, so March should open, right? Unless something crazy happens tomorrow, March will open right around here. So we could see that come down. So 30,000, we are not going to use the 50,000 here. That's not a lot of support. You guys can see that. Not a lot of support here. If that support carried over to here, if we had support here, right, then we could really call this. But it's, this was support here, up here. Right about here, and it gapped down, broke that. So we can't call this. Here is where we have a good amount of support, 30,000. This is scary for Bitcoin. This is scary for Bitcoin. And then the next support, I like to say 10,000, but ideally 10,000 is lower, so we're going to call it 15,000 here. Okay, 15,000. But first support, and we'll leave this like this. First support is 30,000. All right, guys, a lot has to happen for Bitcoin to move higher. Right, especially if we're looking at this monthly time frame. We would need these red candles here to turn white and then turn green. Recapture this moving average here. I mean, it would have to, Bitcoin would have to get above 84,000. So basically around 87,000. Okay, so 20,000 points from where it is now. Okay, that's a big move. All right, so we've moved from buying to selling. Red candle, that's a big deal. Okay, so again, support 30,000 and then 15,000 down here. Okay, all right, we just follow the price action. All right, it's not, again, not what we want, what the market is doing. Gold, on the daily time frame, gold is looking good, guys. Continuing to hold. Buy signal here on the daily time frame was 35.92 and still holding. All right. Currently at what's that? 5,209. Okay, so 5,209, and just really good price action. And we'll see if silver is following its lead. But really good price action in gold. Just amazing. Okay, so it's going to look to test, all right, the previous high, closing high, which is right here, which is 5,451, and it's at 5,202. So what's that? Was that 250 points away? Yeah, roughly. Yeah. All right, so not not bad. All right, nice recovery after that big move lower, all the way down here. All right, so nice recovery there. Our monthly looks good as well. It's near that. Look at that. All right, it's near that near the high there. Silver is improving. All right, it is improving. We have a sell signal here. In order to get a buy signal, let's move that to about, that's hard to tell. Let's move that here. So perhaps somewhere in here we could get a buy signal. That might be around 90,000. Okay, but it is improving. Sell signal, red candles, held support here. All right, so held support here. Green candles are coming in, buyers are coming in. We just need a buy signal there. On silver, the monthly on silver is improving. Look at the monthly here. It's definitely improving, okay, on the monthly here. Quick look at our systems. Again, not much going on, guys. So, right, now is the time to trade lightly, build your capital. Aussie CAD, let's do this. Let's go through. If you're trading on the 60 minutes, got some noise, which is typical for the 60 minute. All right, be careful. Aussie dollar has a buy signal there. Aussie New Zealand has a buy signal. All right, dailies and the daily time frame and the weekly time frame looks really good, guys, on the 240. All right, in these Aussie pairs. All right, Aussie Swiss, Aussie CAD, they all have buy signals. Kiwi dollar, nothing in the Kiwi pairs. Yen pairs. So yen pairs have buy signals, but they're pulling back. Be careful with these. If they're pulling back like this, you're in it. You got a white candle. You might want to close the trade, guys. Pound yen, they're definitely pulling back. All right, CAD yen, and then Aussie yen, pulling back a bit there, but trying to hold on. Nothing in the dollar, nothing in the euro pairs, nothing in the pound pairs, either long or short. Okay. Forex dominator. Let's take a look here. We're looking for new buy signals. All right, several of these, especially the Aussie pairs, have been running, but we're looking for find some new buy signals on the daily. Look at ZAR yen. Swiss yen, Aussie yen. All right, will it catch the next rotation here? Might be in the dollar. All right, yeah, it would be nice to get a move in the dollar. Look at the markdown phase here. So we'll catch these on the way back up. USD HKD is already moving. All right, USD. So the next big macro move in Forex might be the dollar pairs, and possibly the euro pairs. So we want to catch these, right? The next move, but really the dollar sold off quite a bit. And then the euro pairs. Pound pairs. No, next big trade will be definitely the dollar pairs. Okay. So can't forget that. Can't forget that. Dollar pairs. And we would need these to come down. So these are moved up quite a bit. So we'll need this to sell off, right? The Aussie pairs, even the yen pairs, right? Yen pairs, they've gone up quite a bit. And then the dollar pairs will start moving higher. Okay. Stock boss, let's just run this quickly here. All right, 57 in stock boss, 107 in bull master. If you guys are going to trade bull master, you might want to take a look at semis. So technology, but the semiconductor stocks are breaking out. Okay, so they're performing well, but that could change with the Nasdaq. Okay, but the indexes are holding, guys. They're not breaking down. They're holding. I mean, so much so we were hoping for a breakout today. So. Okay. What else? In cryptos monster, here's a decent trade here on the 30-minute time frame. But this market wants to go down. Bitcoin wants to go lower. So be careful going long. Okay. And our US 30 traders. This is what. Do we even need to get together tomorrow morning? I mean, look at this. This is on the 60-minute, guys. The US 30. Look at this. Not tradable at all. All right. That is not tradable at all. Yeah. I mean, we can't do anything there. I don't know if we have data coming out. I haven't checked. We would need data to break out of that. If Nvidia didn't do it today, I don't know what would. NAS 100. Let's see here. Same thing here, guys. Just a complete mess. Look at that there. Alrighty. I know it's it's disappointing, but it is what it is. Here's the S&P. There. Nothing here. And if we're not moving on the 60-minute time frame, guys, we're not moving. We're not moving on the 60. We're not moving on the daily, right? So even a decent range trade, that's even suspect. All right. So just be patient with this market. Right, protect your capital. The worst thing we want is to trade right now heavy. Now, I'm not saying you can't trade, right? Just be careful. If you're brand new, traders with us, if you've gotten your system just recently, if you're not in the Aussie, either the Aussie pairs, the yen pairs, stay away. But the Aussie pairs, you might find some opportunities there. But it's nothing that you guys are doing wrong. It's just the market. Okay, so don't think it's your fault. Okay, you're right. The only thing you should be doing is don't go heavy in this market, and be very, very selective with your trades. Okay, if you're trading multiple instruments, you probably want to pull back, right? One at a time, if that. Okay. All right, guys. Take care. See you guys when we